What's up, people who are Caboki fans? Alright, so this is my first update with Caboki, having used it for a little bit now. So I'm going to share some of what I like, what I don't like, and kind of just, cut to the chase of what's good. Overall, still love it. So, been using it, over a couple of weeks, just seeing how it goes, how it fits, how does it work indoors, outdoors, rain and shine. Overall, still solid, still happy about it. And no, and again, I wasn't paid to do this. I just bought it on my own. They did that, free, whatever. Not free. They're still making a cut, but you get what I'm saying. So I did learn, though, now that I've used it a couple times, that kind of have to, when I put it out, I do more the finger tap. I know it says like shake. I like the finger tap a little bit better. Just a little bit of tap. I think that kind of helps it come out a little bit more evenly. And it can, when you're first putting it on, get on like the counters and stuff like that, because it's, it is a powder. It is, fine fibers. So I would recommend doing it in the shower if you can. In other words, like, get a mirror if you don't already have one. Just set it up. And if you're going to apply it, like, do it in your shower area. That way, any of the, little particles that might come down or trickle down as you're putting it in, just go in the shower, you turn on your shower, washed all the way. It doesn't get all over your stuff that's, your toiletries or anything like that, if you have anything like that, or if you have to go white counter. It just makes it easier. And it's not, it's not a detriment. I mean, it's what it is. It's how you got to apply it. But I thought that was a bit a bit easier way to take care and manage like any residual mess, because it is kind of like a powder. Outside that, I would say that in moist weather, it didn't really come out. You have to have pretty heavy wetness for it to come out. It doesn't leave that easy. Now, if you scratch your head or something like that, you'll probably pick it up. I don't have it in right now, but you'll get a feel for it. Once it kind of sets in after like 15-20 minutes, it won't really go anywhere or do anything, even if you like touch it lightly. At that point, you more have to like dig your fingers in for it to come out. Outside that, in the sun, haven't had any issues. Didn't do anything crazy. Wind, a little wind, nothing really bad. I mean, you really would have to like shake it to like hit it like really hard at that point. It's only in those first, I think, like 5 to 10 minutes that's a little more fragile, but it really attaches well, and I think it's probably something to do with sweat and oil. Just as the particles get buried, it kind of sticks in there. And I've used it once where you let it stay in, not wash your hair for a couple days, and it overall stayed in pretty well. Didn't get really too much on like the pillows or anything like that. I can understand maybe if you put it in fresh and then lay on a pillow, maybe right away, but honestly, I haven't really seen it on my pillow stuff yet. And if it is, it's so minute I didn't even take notice. And then I guess another concern would be like, oh well, what if you're wearing like white or bright clothing and you want to do a touch-up or something like that? Is it going to get on there? I've yet to like see it on a shirt that I've ever worn. Maybe if you're first applying it and you want to be extra careful, put a little towel around your neck, if you do it in the shower or whatever. But even when I've just applied it like straight on, like I've just held my head forward a little bit over the sink, or something like that, I wasn't seeing it, on my shirt. It wasn't showing up necessarily, and that was like on some, color like blue shirts and things like that. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. Oh, and then that reminds me, one other funny thing is like if you breathe through your nose a lot, like when you first put it on, it sometimes will get a little bit in your nose, and you like clean out a Q-tip or something, and you have a little bit of the fibers, and that's I think because when you first put it in, it has like a little bit of powder. So if you breathe in a little bit, you're like, oh, it's in my nose a little bit. That wasn't really a big deal. It's more just like management. Like once you get your system down, and once you like make sure it's really close, and like just wipe it on the edge, it doesn't really get out there. It only like gets out there if you're like sitting there like and you're letting it puff out. Then it might get more in your nose. But I haven't had any, and I'm semi-allergy sensitive. I haven't really had any allergic reactions to it personally. Nothing irritating. I haven't felt any irritations or anything like that. So far, I have to say so good. I don't use it like every day, but I'd say you know, it wouldn't be too bad to use for every everyday thing. I mean, I got down to a system now where I can probably do it in almost 30 seconds or less, so it's not that big of a struggle to get Caboki in. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely great product, and I just, it's pretty much been a great savior until I, get some sort of stem cell therapy treatment or something like that. Who knows down the road. But as for now, I'm still young enough that I have enough hair, but as you can see, starts to go a little bit. It's life, it happens that to most everybody these days, eventually start losing it. So I'm just glad that I have this in the meantime until I, take something more serious in the next couple of years or something like that. All right, I hope that was informative, and I will talk to everybody later.